Arzette and the Jewel of Faramore is a modern retro heavy emphasis on the retro platformer. And this game set out to achieve a very specific goal, and we're going to answer whether or not it succeeded in our video. Arzette the Jewel of Faramore's goal was to be a game that was modeled completely after the CDI Legend of Zelda games. And I'm sure all of you know all about those games and played them 100%. But for the folks in back, this is a stage-based Metroidvania. As Arzette, the Princess of Faramore, you must explore the kingdom looking for magical gem MacGuffins in order to forge the Jewel of Faramore that will be used to defeat the big bad, save the day, and help all the eccentric characters you'll meet throughout the land.
Allow me to heal you.
All right.
As a reward, how about some fairy dust?
No, thanks.
Oh, I insist. Enjoy!
Now, the art style definitely hits that point almost perfectly, including some just very nightmare fuel cutscenes and character designs here and there. As for our gameplay, this is going to be focused on you exploring each one of the stages. The stages themselves are built around multiple paths, MacGuffins, items, and more to uncover. And you will need to replay levels with upgrades you find in other stages in order to get further and get more of the resources and items that you need to proceed. Magical candles act as your progression gates and will be used to kind of move or allow you access to further areas or to one of the game's bosses. As for the gameplay here, this all feels really responsive and fine-tuned. There's nothing janky about the movement or fighting that I could find. You'll get access to Metroidvania staples such as double jump, and the levels will challenge you in terms of trying to find everything. But the game does a great job of tracking what you have and haven't found on the stage select screen. Now, the progression here is not about going from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3, but you'll be ping-ponging between levels as you get an upgrade or new weapon that will allow you access to a previously inaccessible area, which will then get you a new upgrade or get you further somewhere else. As for the difficulty, Arzette should not be a challenge to anyone who's played any action platformer or Metroidvania in the past 5 years. While there are boss fights, they are all very pattern-based and very simple pattern-based. And again, this game was not designed to be like an overly difficult title. It was designed to emulate that kind of CDI Philips era, but make a great game. And it certainly achieves that goal. We played through the whole thing on stream in a few days, and there is additional content in terms of getting 100% of all the items, as well as a hard mode that reduces healing further. But this is a great example of a game that it does what it set out to do. If you're hoping again for like a 30 to 60 hour long, super brutally platform tech Metroidvania, Arzette is definitely not it. But it has certainly charm and enough interesting character designs to spare. And I would recommend this one if you're looking for a mono-retro platformer, and especially one that you can certainly finish within a few hours and won't be as taxing compared to some other entries. And with that, I think that's all I really have to say about Arzette. Just a really great implementation and execution of this design. There really isn't anything I could say is an issue with it. Again, they knew what they wanted to do in this one, and I can't really complain about the kind of seriousness or replaying levels, as that was part of the design. So, if you are in the mood for a really retro looking game, then I highly recommend you check this one out, and I'm happy the developer sent me a press key to check this one out on stream. So let me play your game for a future stream and a video. Please reach out. And with that said, let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. Maybe someday we'll go back and maybe try out those CDI games at some point. But that's going to do it for the review. Thanks again for watching, and see everyone in the next one. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more of my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.